So, Matthew, for people that are going through this, either with an individual or even in their workplace or even in like a other type of community, what would you advise to them as the most effective way to deal with this type of situation where a person is being targeted and smeared and scapegoated in a situation?
I would say not alone to begin with. So, in my experience, certainly with the school, and I think it's probably the same in relationships, but the people that are doing this very often they find ways to isolate you. They want you to go through this on your own so that they can control how you feel and they can make you feel like it is your fault. And they're very good at um, manipulating the things that you say or the situation. As soon as you're not alone, as soon as you've got someone else to soundboard things off against, you start to realize that a lot of this is not really, like, it can't stand up to the scrutiny. And so basically I would say, talk to friends, talk to family. I really rediscovered how important my friendships were to me through this process, and some of my family connections as well are much stronger now as a result of this, where people have come to just be there for me to talk to. um, Secondly, I'd say therapy. I really do strongly advise it. I think that it can give you those tools that you need when you end up in a rabbit hole, when you can end up in despair or feeling like there's not much hope, or you just can't see a way out. That therapy can really give you those tools that are needed in the moment to just really help to dig yourself out of a bit of a hole and to help you realize your own self worth, your own skill set. So it's not just about digging yourself out of a hole. If you pursue it, you continue it, it can be really self empowering. And they would be the two main things: talking to people, doing therapy, using those skill sets to help just keep yourself um, above ground, really. And I guess there's this there's this phrase about starting again, having a blank canvas, and it can be quite daunting. It's quite a scary idea that you might be starting again from scratch, and that can be quite scary. But if you think of yourself as the artist and what you're doing is the canvas, even if if you're painting over something again and again and again because it's not quite right, sometimes you need that blank canvas. You need to start again. And that's not a clean slate. It's not starting from nothing, because the artist, you've grown, you've got experience, you've got new techniques, and you've got a clearer vision of what you want. So sometimes it's important to know that if something's coming to an end, that's not as daunting as you might think, because you're still carrying all of that experience and all of those transferable skills, and a better idea for what you want next time round. So
Wow.
a blank canvas isn't that scary.
Yeah, that's such a powerful point because I think in any situation, whether it's a workplace or even in an interpersonal relationship, a lot of people they really struggle to get out of the toxic situation because they're thinking to themselves how much time and how much energy they've invested into the situation, and they don't want to throw all that away. And what you're saying is that even though you're throwing away the previous canvas or the painting on it, and starting completely fresh, you're not really losing out because you have all that previous experience and all of those discoveries and that past experiences. You're still carrying it with you, so you're not actually losing it all.
Yeah, exactly. You're a better artist, and you need a blank canvas in order to show that off. You can't just keep painting over the same tired canvas, because it'll never turn out that well, right? You can't just
Yeah.
keep building on bad foundations.
Yeah, no, it gets messy. The art gets messy when you keep painting
Yeah.
over it, and I think that's a very good piece of advice for people is that they should not worry about what they're walking away from, and even though they're, like you said, throwing away that other canvas with all their effort and all their painting on it, they're carrying all that experience forward, and they get to start a brand new, fresh canvas in their painting, and that can be quite exciting.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the mindset. Yeah, it can be exciting. It can actually be quite hopeful.